Hey everybody, Ryan Fallon here. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I did, and I am so ready to go with this week. So let's get started discussing cardio versus weight training. Which one should you do, or should you be doing both? So I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to talk a little bit about where I started off. And when I first started on my fitness journey, I really only wanted to focus on weight training. And the biggest reason why was because I sucked at cardio. Any type of cardio exercise, I was horrible at. I couldn't get past a minute or two without being completely out of breath and really unable to do any more. And at the time, I didn't know, how to push myself through that to get through it. So, because I was so bad, I really only wanted to focus on the weight training. And I did for a while. A lot of times I would either skip the cardio or I would just kind of go at it at about 50-60%. So that way I could get through more. But that really wasn't the right way to do it. So the longer I went on doing that, the more I realized that, that probably wasn't the right way to go. So I realized that I really needed to push myself in the area of doing cardio, doing it more, to get better at it. So that's what I did. I pushed myself. And over time, I did get better at the cardio routines and just any of the exercises that involved cardio. And I was able to do more. And one of the biggest ways that I got better was I ordered the Insanity program, which is really cardio based. And yes, it kicked my butt at the beginning, and it kicked my butt for quite a while. But I would push myself, and I got better and better at it. So when I went back to my weight routines, I noticed something. I actually was much better at my weight training than I was before when I was skipping the cardio. So when I went back to doing weight training and cardio together, I realized that I needed both, at least for me personally. Because when I got better at cardio, like I said, my weight training got better. So when my weight training got better, I noticed my cardio was getting better as well. So they really worked well together. And so when I was doing the P90X Insanity hybrid schedule of the two, I really saw my fitness level shoot way up at a lot quicker rate than I was before when I was just solely focused on weight training and then when I was just solely focused on cardio. So now for me personally, I really want to, and I do, combine my cardio and my weight training together in 1 week. I make sure I get both in. And that has really worked well for me, and it has worked really well for a lot of other people I know. So to tell you which one you should do is really going to be up to you. I mean, there are some people that really just like to focus on running. So they run a couple miles every day, and that's all they do for to stay fit and stay in shape. And that is just fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And then you have some people that really just focus on weight training because their goal is to just bulk way up and get as much muscle as possible. And that's what they do to stay fit and stay in shape. And that is just fine as well. There's absolutely no problem with just doing cardio or just doing weight training. I mean, look, there are great benefits to both. And a lot of times those benefits, look, you can burn calories and lose weight with either one. So, like I said, for me personally, what worked best for me was to do both. So if you're going to ask me that question, I will probably always recommend to do both. Now, if you get online, you'll find articles where there are going to be some people say you should only do cardio because it has so much better benefits than weight training. Or you're going to have some people say the exact same thing about weight training. So my tip to you is to define what your goals are and what your goals what you want your goals to be, and what do you enjoy doing? Because maybe you only enjoy doing one or the other, and that's fine. But one tip that I will give you, because it's something that I found out that really works, is it's when you work on your weaknesses that you find the greatest improvement. So that's what happened to me. The cardio was my weakness. I didn't enjoy doing it. But when I finally decided to work on that weakness, my improvement just shot through the roof on everything else. And that doesn't just have to apply to your fitness. That can apply to life in general. When you have weaknesses in your life, if then you work on those weaknesses, you will see great improvements. So I just want to throw that out there real quick. And it really does help in your fitness as well. If you have weaknesses and that's the reason why you don't like to do it is because you're weak in that area, work on those. You will improve, and you will see improvements in other areas of your fitness as well. So you have 3 options. You can do just cardio, you can do just weight training, or you can do just both. But if you're doing at least one of those 3, you're at least being active and you're exercising, which means you're probably getting more fit and you're staying in shape. So there you go. There's my answer for you. And if you ever ask me that again, you know I will always say to do both. But as long as you're doing one or the other, hey, you're staying active. So that's all I've got for you today. Until tomorrow, adios.